U.S. Open tennis tournament less than a week away, but fans are already gathering at the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center in Queens, gearing up for the main event. Joining us now from Arthur Ashe Stadium, USTA CEO Lew Sherr. Good to see you, Mr. Sherr. Welcome.
Thank you, Joe. Good to be here and excited to be talking about tennis at a time the U.S. Open and actually the whole sport across America is experiencing such unprecedented growth.
It's there's two U.S. Opens, and I think they're separate but equal. I get just as excited about both, but certainly the tennis experience is much longer and offers a lot more for spectators, I think, because it's over such a long period and so many different matches and everything else. Let me ask you the state of it right now, Lew. Are we at a point? I mean, women's tennis is always exciting, always great, but I miss, obviously, the Williams sisters. I think people do, but a lot of up-and-comers. It seems like we're going through a little bit of a change in a change of the guard with men, but there's some rising stars, obviously.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. We have absolutely seen a changing of the guard in our sport, and interestingly, it's happened really without a hitch, right? We had some of the greatest of all time, Serena Williams, Venus Williams, Roger Federer, Rafa, right? None of those athletes are here at this U.S. Open, but there is so much excitement around Coco Gauff, Carlos Alcaraz, some of the other young players that have just stepped into those shoes. And, of course, we still have Novak Djokovic, who is the greatest of all time, certainly on the men's side, competing in this championship. Joe, we also have 5 American men, 5 American women, both in the top 20 now, and that's the first time we've had that sort of success at the highest echelon of the sport in nearly 30 years.
That's pretty key, and I don't. Yeah. I'll tell you, I am a little bit ignorant. I could not name the top 5 on all of them on either side, and that's why this will be not a transition year, but it'll be an important year to get to know who we're going to be watching probably for the next 10, 15 years. Yeah,
no, you're absolutely right. Certainly Coco Gauff on the women's side, right. Jess Pegula, Madison Keys, Danielle Collins, all names that you would know. Emma Navarro, also another familiar name. And then on the men's side, Francis Tiafoe, who just made it to the final in Cincinnati this week, your hometown. We had Ben Shelton, who made it to the semifinals last year. Taylor Fritz in the top 20 as well. Tommy Paul. So we've got a great group. Sebastian Korda, who won in D.C. this summer. So there's a great group, and they're all young.
We could use a star on both sides, obviously. But it's been the last U.S. Open won by an American. Was that Andy Roddick? Is that right?
Would have been Andy Roddick. It's been a little while, but as you know, Joe, here at the U.S. Open, our fans come out. They follow all the greats in tennis. Yep. The world has gotten smaller. American players, kids growing up are inspired by Serena. They're inspired by Roger. They're certainly inspired by the Americans, and it's great to see the Americans. You've got Sloane Stephens on court right behind me here today, this morning. So there's a great group of players that are inspiring more and more people to play, and that's what we're seeing around the country. Right now, tennis participation in America, after having been stagnant for really a generation, has grown by more than 35% over the past 5 years. So we're seeing more and more people coming into the sport for all the health benefits that tennis can deliver.
Lew, I may have buried the lead, I think. So I will not be on one of those 15-minute games. I will not be stuck in the tunnel leading into the stadium anymore. That's really changing. Did you see that, Becky? You do not. You can go out. You can go out now, right? Between games.
Yes. No. Yeah. So instead of waiting on the changeover, you'll now have the opportunity in between every game to move to your seat and back and forth, and that really is an attempt on our part to try to address what we know has been a pain point for fans. We understand that the athletes need to focus. That ball oftentimes can be coming at 120, 130 miles an hour on a big serve. But, if you had to wait on a changeover, you could have spent 30 minutes, depending on the length of matches if you were going to the restroom or to the concessions. So we're excited this year. We think our fans are certainly going to appreciate the opportunity to get back and forth to their seats more quickly.
You know, Lou, with all the discussion about pay parity in sports, if you wanted to, you could just totally like brag and stick your chest out. I mean, it goes back to Billie Jean, the great Billie Jean King, and why that happened. But it's a little different, isn't it? Because in some respects, unlike some other sports, women's tennis, I think, is more popular or can be a bigger revenue generator than men's. So it makes sense to be able to do that. Does it make sense in all sports, or can other sports learn something from the way the way tennis has handled this issue?
Yeah, you know, Joe, I think other sports can learn a great deal. And it's not just what we've done sort of today. It's 50 years of history. So if you think back, last year we celebrated the 50th anniversary of equal prize money at the U.S. Open, right? That debate is still happening in many sports today. That was resolved here 50 years ago. But it's not just equal prize money. It was equal presentation of the sport. So when you see our primetime matches, we alternate men's matches, women's matches. Every session in Arthur Ashe has a men's match and a women's match, right? We present the sport in equal manner. We don't differentiate between the athletes as we're thinking about the presentation of our sport. It's been great for business, right? This event, no matter what filter you use to look at it, attendance, viewership, tennis participation in America, the reality is we are 50-50 right down the middle. Prize money is another reflection of that. So in some interesting way, as we talk about the growth of women's sports today, tennis almost gets left out of that conversation because tennis has already achieved a level of parity that, you know, WNBA is still striving for. Women's soccer, hockey are still striving for.